like I'm giving sound, so hopefully there's sound. Let me know. Sound is back. And going anyway. Let's find out if there is sound. What I was saying was, I want to know, the question of the day today is, let me know if coronavirus is hindering your work. If any of that's happened yet, tell me if that's happened, because I did see a video from T Squeegee, and I was saying this kind of a second ago. He said I didn't have sound, but it is. I'm. Anyway, but let me know if. Let me know. Sound is. It's Monday. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, we're back. Okay, so anyway, tell me if it's affected you guys, because it's really starting to affect people in the industry, which sucks. It sucks horrible. And the big thing about this, I had a conversation with my daughter about the economy and like how the economy works. It is a giant spider web. Now, obviously, I want to be kind of forefront that WCR, we're going to be open the whole time, because in order for you guys to work, you need to have the stuff that you need. And as long as FedEx, UPS is still shipping, if there's any shipping company that is still going, we're going to be working. A lot of us work from home, as you can see, but all of our warehousing and everything is still going to be open, so don't let that hinder you. But the big thing is that a lot of us are going to be really affected, because we're all coming out of winter. Like, now is the time we're starting to get kind of busier and busier and busier. And T Squeegee had a great video that made me super, super sad. And he just was like, I don't know what to do. Like, it's closed. The places are closed. They're not going to have me do work. I'm just missing out on work for weeks until they decide to come bring this all back. It's crazy to me on how this is all going to go and where everything is going to go, because we just don't know. We don't know what's going on. I know as far as companies go, we're going to be all right. It's just going to take some time. So let me know first off if you guys are affected by it. I do want to hear that. But by the way, what is up to Cashin? What's going on, man? Joey Smith, thanks for letting me know that you can finally hear me. And Jimmy Lassard, what's going on, man? He said, the season hasn't started for me here yet in Quebec, yet I'm afraid for sure. Yeah, you know, it's the timing that really stinks. Now, we know this is going to be gone in 2 weeks. Look at like China and other countries. If you do lockdown well enough, it goes away quickly. So it's very a short time. It's just the panic is more prevalent than it is going to be for anything else. So how do we go about getting people to keep scheduling with us, right? I've had a lot of people say too, on house washes, we're using SH, we're using bleach. That is something that is known to kill the coronavirus. So that's going to be huge. Can we use that? How do we get somebody who normally has a window cleaning job allow us to do our windows? That's where we're trying to figure out right now. It's just like, how do we play this to make sure that people are comfortable in letting us work just in general? If you guys have any options, any ideas, post them down here. But Marvin said a lot of people are scared and not booking the spring jobs. And that's the exact thing. Now, if you're in their house, how do you make them comfortable? How do we get them to say, hey, you know what? We take all of our precautions to make sure that, you know, we clean and we make sure that we're clean ourselves. Do you wear booties? Do you wear gloves? Do you wear masks? Like, what can you do to make people, how can we get ahead of this so that we don't take such an impact as cleaning companies? That's the big thing. What if we wore masks? What if we got masks every job? We wore a mask. We wore booties and rubber gloves. And we posted that everywhere saying, hey, we're still here. We're going to do all of our precautions. Can we still work? You know, maybe that saves it. Maybe, you know, doing house washes, you know, for $99 house washes or something, you know, to pair that with a service to let somebody go through some kind of discount. Now, don't yell at me for saying that $99 discount. Maybe that's the way to do it. There's a lot of things that we can do, but we have to figure out what we can do to kind of make this all smooth transition. Joseph Henry Hardy, what's up, man? My phones are currently dead from I'm honest. Yeah, yeah, it's just really, really slow getting people to kind of call in. And there's a lot of us still that are in areas that haven't really affected. Listen, in Illinois, is now not illegal, but if you're a restaurant or a bar, you have to be closed for 2 weeks. You're not allowed to open. So there's a lot of other country or states that are going a little bit more into it than some of them. So I know the people in Tennessee really haven't seen much of an effect. I'm in North Carolina. It seems to really be here, but how do we play this to get comfort? I think it's going to be the same kind of concept that 7-day rain guarantee does. A 7-day rain guarantee basically puts people at ease and saying, hey, if it rains within 7 days and your windows get jacked up, we'll come back and make it clean. And people don't reschedule with the thought of rain coming. So how do we do that with kind of where we're at now? It's tricky. I would love to know if you guys have any kind of ideas or words, share them because hopefully it'll help everybody. But this 2 weeks or the kind of quarantine-ish time, we're at that top. It seems like we're going to be at the pinnacle. So hopefully we can kind of make it through. Ron Bennett just said, yes, it's hindering the work. I clean for a clientele of largely 50-plus older folks, and also many have lousy significant money in the stock and want to hold off cleaning until at least the beginning of April. This is rainy season for us. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of paraphrasing now on the last of it. He said that it's an 8, just pay taxes, and 3 weeks work canceled. Like that's where for us, how do we get along? For somebody else who's works a 9 to 5 and somebody says, hey, you're not working for 2 weeks, but we're going to pay you sick time or whatever. So how do we get ourselves through this time? Like how can we allow people to not be scared and let us still clean? That's the big thing. Once we can figure that out, it really does help. I think we'll be able to kind of get through. Tom said, yes. Oh, what's up? By the way, Tom Welch says, yes, calls are rolling in, beginning DEFCON B. Yeah. I'm hearing from a lot of guys that are still really, really busy. So there's some people that aren't getting it as much as far as kind of where the panic is. The big thing again is going to be how do we kind of get people at ease. We're not going to take advantage of the situation. At least I'm not. Right? I'm not going to sell on the fear, but I'm going to make people more comfortable with allowing me in their house. Because there's still certain things happening. And I know a lot of us, we can't take that kind of time off, especially this time of year where we're trying to get. Some of us have winter stock. Still, that's awesome. But, again, stuff like T Squeegee's video. What do we do? So it's an interesting topic, and I really hope that we kind of talk a little bit more about it. And hopefully everybody out there is scrambling to kind of figure everything out, and hopefully we figure it out. That's all we can kind of say. But we're going to be open. My number's on the screen. If you guys need any supplies, definitely here. We're definitely here getting stuff out to you, especially if you have time that things are slowing down. Get some equipment in and get your hands on it first. It really could help. Nick Long, by the way, he's like the OG man himself. Phone keeps ringing. We have a system in place to protect our clients and employees. People who are concerned are waiting till April. Other people are scheduling now. I like that. That maybe that's how we can play this too. It's just like in summertime where if you want to schedule now but you want to wait, absolutely. If you want to schedule and have it done now because we're getting cancellations, we can give you a 10% discount to schedule now, or something like that. That's a really, really good splitting up the schedule to make people comfortable. Because again, we still want to capture all these people. If people are calling, we have to schedule them, even if it's in a month from now, because that's how we do this. That's how we book. That's how Nick Long does it. By the way, you too, sir. You too. So that's a great idea, actually. I mean, maybe we split it up, just like summer work. If you guys don't know what the summer work concept is we're slower in the middle of summer, a lot of us. So if somebody schedules and you're talking to them in spring and they're like, yeah, that's just a little bit too high. Well, actually, we can save you $50 if you book in, August. I can put you on the schedule now, and it's our off time, so we don't have to charge our peak price. Depending on if you do it that way, it's another way to kind of think about doing it. And it gets people at ease. Maybe we can set it up that way. If you're doing that split scheduling, let me know. DEFCON B, finding ways we can refresh our website, provide service, commercial accounts, even though there may be a clean or so that they cannot pay for. I like that too. Maybe, we know that a lot of the SH that we're using is going to work for disinfecting. Maybe now it's time to donate some services to parks and things like that, to kind of let people know, hey, we're still here, we're doing what we're doing. That's a very big thing. So we can't pay for cleaning, but they're worried about it. Maybe it is something that maybe you pay it forward. Talk to your tax accountant about write-offs too, and maybe a write-off for donation. It's more of an effort of supporting them and showing them the value, or that we value them. Our residential biz is still picking up, and we're giving quotes and setting it up for when they're ready. I like that. I really like that. That's another one that's just, if people are worried, let's help them not be worried. I saw it was a big show. I think that something was on the news because he was doing disinfecting some playgrounds and daycares. Let's just not even worry about everything will come. If somebody sees you doing something good, obviously we want people to understand that we do good also, but maybe doing some of that kind of donating things just gives people some ease, some comfort. That's another one. So they're all really good ideas, guys. Hopefully we're all going to stay strong. Let me know. We're here, obviously, everything. So give me a call, 862-312-2026. And of course, if you haven't checked it out, check out the episode 100. Giving out free pros. Watch that episode. And it's a steal. Watch it. Better than a cat video. Go check that out. I'm going to try to do some more live content, of course, this week too. I'm back. Sorry. Alex and I will be back again tomorrow. So if you guys are around, definitely hang out, and hopefully you guys are feeling it out there. And it's going to blow by pretty darn quick. So if there's anything we can do for you, let me know. You got my number, my email too. If you have a question, Jersey at